I was going to say welcome back, and then I didn't know if you were.
I don't know either.
Welcome back. Another week of Sneaky Leak.
You've been so
I don't know why
lately.
as soon as we like start rolling, I get giggly.
It just happens. A year in and we still don't know what we're doing sometimes, you know?
Facts.
It's okay.
Facts. Yeah. It's post-Halloween. Once again, Henny is not with us. She's here in spirit.
We might call her this episode.
Yeah,
so
we'll see if we can get her to answer.
Yeah.
But we do have another amazing guest here with us. The homie,
Is it this one
Ginger.
or this one? I'm
You
like,
both. You can play.
what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? I'm Ginger. What's up?
Hell yeah, #1 Dodgers fan over here.
Yes, ma'am.
But yeah, we'll get into a little bit more with you later. But as always, don't forget to subscribe, to follow our Instagram, Sneaky Leak Pod. Subscribe to our YouTube, Sneaky Leak Pod. We have a website. We still have a few shirts, the very little end of our shirts. So if you guys want one,
Buy
get
them
some.
shits.
It's from our 1-year anniversary. What else? Oh, Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
There we go.
Sneaky Leak Pod.
Ooh, I don't have to do anything this episode. Look at that.
I was listening to the last episode. I don't really listen to our episodes that often anymore, but I was listening to it, and in the last one, I was like, I sound really hyper, and I'm talking really fast, but my thing was on like 0.15 speed.
Oh, damn.
I was like,
Is that how you watch?
Like I'm talking so.
Is that how you watch all your YouTube
No,
videos?
I don't know why it was like.
Damn.
I was like, why do I sound like I'm on Adderall? Anyways, let's get into what we are all wearing. Usually we start from this way because Henny's there, but I don't know. Do you want to start, Janelle?
Ooh, I love the switch up. Yeah, I'll start. Okay, so I have on the undefeated Nike Dunks 5 on it.
Oh, that's right.
One of my favorites. I liked this pack
Sick.
a lot. I feel like I've worn them on here before,
There was
to
the
be
brown
honest.
one and that one, huh?
Yes, there was a brown
I got the
pair.
blue ones, but I
Yeah.
really like the brown pair.
And then there was a Air Force one
yeah.
with them as well. Levi's pants, if anyone from Levi's is watching us. The brand is on my mood board to work with, so yeah. And I also have an undefeated Dodgers shirt on that actually never got released. I forgot what it's just the
National League champion.
it's all the years, right?
Yeah, up until 2020.
Yeah. It never got released. I don't really know why, but I got it when I was working at the Undefeated warehouse sale last year, I think. Yeah. I actually realized I don't have that many Dodgers shirts. All the Dodgers gear that I have are from the Filipino night Dodger like jerseys that they give out. So yeah, that's what I got. And then Mickey Mouse earrings from Hot Topic. Oh, actually, no, Box Lunch. But yeah, that's what I got on today. What you got on you?
So it is November and it is Native American Heritage Month, y'all, in case you didn't know. So I have on my Dior Greenwood Nike SB Dunks. Nice. She is a Navajo artist. She actually, Woodburn skate shop is her thing, and she does skateboards where she literally wood burns in them, and it's the most beautiful designs I've ever seen. I want one of those skateboards so bad. I should actually put that on my Christmas list.
Ooh,
because they're expensive. Like native arts and crafts, like it can be pricey, like when you purchase them, but it's handmade stuff. So like those skateboards are nice as fuck. But yeah, decided to wear these shoes for this episode. I got on some TikTok shop pants. Yep. Honestly, they're really nice.
Okay.
I know. I wore them over
TikTok
the
shop.
weekend too, and I was like, I fuck with these pants. Like these are kind of cool.
Come on.
So and yeah, since everyone else is wearing Dodger gear, I decided to wear my Dodger shirt. And I got this vintage. I think it's '88 World Series. Yeah, '88 World Series t-shirt. Yeah, this shit's like this would rip in the
I know
in the neck, but
Damn.
it's a good shirt. I found this shirt fucking 6-7 years ago at the flea market.
Damn.
So good find. Yeah, Apple Watch. Other than that, oh, I got some beaded earrings on today to match my shoes.
Ooh.
Indian bling.
Indian
yeah,
bling.
that's what it is. So, what do you got on, Ginger?
I got on my Bella Doña hat.
Hell
right
yeah.
here.
Hell yeah.
Little drop.
Best hat of the season.
Yeah, best hat of the season. Shout out Lala and Nat. I got on the little Dodger tat
I
right
heard about this.
The little Dodger tat on the side.
Fuck yeah. Zoom in.
Shout out New York Times, bro. Shout out the homegirl.
You're on New York Times?
Yeah.
Holy shit, I didn't see that.
It was on New York Times.
God.
Yeah, they hit me up last minute. I was already gonna get it done, but I ended up just like hurrying up the process. Yeah, shout out my boy John. He went crazy from Reno Valley.
Damn.
I got on the little Beadonia under 2 right here, the little jacket.
Ginger has been sporting this jacket so hard for the playoffs in the World Series, like the whole postseason. Like
I've watched this too many
times. This honestly should have been the Belladonna ad.
I know.
Everywhere you are in the jacket. That would have been so fire. Just like set like a bunch of clips of you in the jacket everywhere.
So funny.
Love it.
I got basket case gallery jeans. These are called LAX. They're like $200 or something. I did a shoot for my friend Zach. If you guys haven't heard of Basket Case Gallery, very good brand, contemporary. You know, it's like they got like more
like the wash.
Yeah, they got more like washed out colors. These happen to be like the boot cut ones. I went through like 4 pairs of these.
Really?
So yeah, like. It's just this is like the only thing, and everybody always asks me why I'm wearing the same pants. I'm like, they are the same pants, but they're different.
I used to do that with leggings. Like I used to buy like 5 pairs of the same leggings.
Black leggings.
Yeah, no, these are my favorite pants. But yeah, you guys should definitely check out Basket Case Gallery if you haven't. Really good guys. They usually have a lot of sales out here in like the arts district. You know, they have a lot of like just good deals. You know, they're having a Black Friday drop too. The homies. They're sick. They're tight.
Oh yeah, Henny follows them. So if Henny was here, she would be like, I know exactly. She would give a whole story on that.
They were like one of my first shoots ever too.
Oh, fire!
They're out here.
Yeah, they're Costa Mesa.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's my homie Zach.
Oh yeah, they got some nice stuff. Yeah. See, this is why we need Henny because she knows a lot of the fashion brands. See, you see Henny. Yeah, she'll probably put in her 2 cents.
Yeah, no, it's a good brand. And on the feet, I got here the YG Flames.
Hell yeah.
That's what they are.
That's what they are.
The little, I don't know
what
angle this one's at. But yeah, no, these are unreleased. They haven't released them at all. I think I'm like the first person to wear them.
I do remember he was having his own thing.
Yeah, and it's like the Dodger blue.
We need to drop them, It's
in a Cortez style.
Yeah.
I like these more because it's like more wider on the toe cap, so it's not like Cortez where they scrunch up your toes, I don't want to get those LeBron toes like going over,
over each other.
So I don't know. They're just like they just feel better on the foot. But yeah, love these shoes. They're sick. I'm glad I'm the first person to wear them. It's
say that
sick. Yeah.
That's dope. Did you like shoot them for?
Not yet. I was talking to them. I'm like, if you guys want to do a shoot, hit me up. I'm super down to do. We've done 2 campaigns before. We did one for just like a normal drop of like clothes. It was like this like red polo. It was everywhere. And then we did rest in peace Fred Siegel. Then we did this little drop over there with them, and they had it on like Sunset, where they have that giant TV.
Siegel, is that a thing anymore?
Yeah,
it's like not that long ago. This was like really recent.
Yeah, it's pretty recent.
How horrible!
Oh, that's crazy.
Nah, shout out them. I always wanted to be on one of those signs. I saw a bunch of homies like back in the day, be on that. So
it's really crazy. Like, not to get off topic, but just how many things have like shut down post-pandemic.
Brick and mortars are not the same.
Yeah, I love that store too. It was always chill.
They had a lot of really great little finds. Like,
I went to a Super Duper Kyle event there.
Yeah, they had a lot of cool events.
Time. Yeah, so random, but yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, they were dope. But yeah, we did like a whole campaign with them, and now hopefully we get to do something for these.
Yeah,
I really,
cool.
It's a real blessing, to be able to like sport the Dodger blue, and I wish I had these during the season or like the World Series too, like so.
Yeah.
So now we gotta. We gotta press them to y'all, whoever watches this. Let them know that you guys want these if you're a Dodger fan.
Because he's done other ones like this before too.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. I think it's in other colors.
Okay.
Yeah. Love me some YG. Love that man. So how's everyone's week? I know obviously we're on this Dodger shit for a reason. So obviously we won the World Series.
Yep, let's get it.
Yeah, honestly, I was telling when he got here, I was telling him, I was like, man, and I know you probably partied harder, but I felt like we were like for like 5 days straight on like this Dodger high, just
right.
Like,
I know,
fucking like thinking the game. I don't know, what was it, Game 4? We all thought we were gonna win, and then we didn't, and then it was kind of like, okay, the next day we still set off fireworks. That night,
we still set off fireworks, and shout out Bobby, Pink Box Studio. Our friend did a watch party. That was dope. You had really fun, right? You had fun.
It was fun. We got there early, so we had the best seat because we got the couches, and like by the time like midway through the game, like it was.
How many people you think were there? Like 50 or
there
something?
There was at least 50, yeah. Wow. And then somebody was making bomb ass micheladas in his truck. I was like, we kept seeing these people come back in with these cups, and me and Nat are like, where the fuck are the michis coming from? Because like we brought our own little cooler and had our own drinks and stuff. But the michi, like we love a good michelada. So like some guy was selling them out of his truck. Like he had the whole little setup. He made I got a Paloma, and that shit was so good. It was like in the big cup with the tahini and the chamoy and all that. Oh, it was so good. Yeah, so that was
fun.
Little
watch party. I had fun. I'm glad you guys came. That was like our first time hanging out outside of Scam and Jam.
Or like I'll always like run into you at like some events, like, hey, what's up? That's it. But.
Do the viewers know about Scam and Jam already?
Yeah, I talk about Scam usually because I'm always like, Scam and Jam was this weekend. Was Scam and Jam this past weekend? No, it was last weekend.
Last
weekend. Okay, so yeah, it was after. Oh yeah, it was when we shot the Halloween episode.
Oh yeah,
because we shot that Saturday, and then I went to Scam that night in the costume. Yeah, that was a good.
Y'all gotta pull up. Go turn up.
Yeah, Scam and Jam is something else, man. And it got crazy. Like the last time, they were out of wristbands for the back. Like, oh shit. Yeah, like people, it was pretty packed. Damn.
We be inviting too many people, huh?
Literally, everyone be trying to turn up in the back, but yeah, the Dodgers won the fucking World Series.
Shout out to Dodgers, man.
Man, it was what a time. So then it was like the Dodgers won on Wednesday. Thursday was like a break, but it wasn't because everyone was hyped. And then Friday,
I went to the parade too. The parade was sick.
The parade was nuts. Like honestly, I wasn't like deep in the parade. My anxiety probably couldn't let me handle it. All the people, but it was, I was supposed to meet up with like a few of the homies. Like, we're like, okay, where are we going to meet? I was going to Uber, but then I was like, there's tons of traffic. And I hate the way Uber drivers be driving sometimes.
In traffic.
I'm just like, they're slow as fuck. So I was like, I know I can have fast track. I know I can hop on the fast track right by my house and get into downtown through the side streets. So that's what I did. So it let me off right by Union Station. And I literally pulled up at like 10:50. Okay, the parade's supposed to start at 11. People have been out there for hours.
I know. When you were still at home, I was like, I was like, to the parade?
I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll figure it out. You know, if not, I'll just go home.
People slept there, I think.
Literally, for sure. People probably like camped out, but like. Ended up parking in Chinatown because it was really crazy already. Obviously, it's about to be 11. I was kind of watching where the bus was at because they were barely leaving Dodger Stadium. And there was traffic like coming down the 110 and stuff. So it was taking them a while to even get downtown. So they were a little late already. Like they didn't get downtown till like 11. Did
you watch the recap video? They had like all the cops and they shut down everything and everybody. There was like people outside of the stadium, like on out by like gate 8.
Yeah,
and there was like people just like cheering them and stuff.
It was crazy. So like they, it's funny because when where I was telling you I used to live at Da Vinci and they came off the 110 right there and like my balcony used to
them from the balcony.
And my balcony used to be like right there off the freeway. Yeah. So I was like, damn, I could have just been off the balcony.
Right? Yeah, they go nowhere.
I know. But it was really cool because I ended up parking in Chinatown. And like I got out of my car, some girl parked at the same way, and she's like, "Are you going to the parade?" I was like, "Yeah," because we were both alone, so we just ended up like thugging it out together.
Best friends.
Walked. It was like a 10-minute walk from like where we parked over the 101 to Temple, and like right when I'm like getting to Temple in Spring, I was watching where the bus was at, and I was like, "This is where the parade starts," because like right here was City Hall, so I was like, they have to come right here. So she was getting ready to walk, and I was like, "No, trust me, stay right here," because we're right at the corner. 2 minutes later, the buses start driving by and I was like, oh shit. Like, so I got like good video of them coming by and everything. So I was like really hyped. And then after they passed through, we walked over to the park in front of City Hall and they were chilling right there for a minute. And then they let off all this stuff and then they started the parade. So it was really cool. So cool. It looked crazy. people were getting crazy. The night we won, people were getting crazy.
Oh my god.
We were at I feel like there's so much to say. We were at
rioting was crazy.
The undefeated Silver Lake Lounge party. That was crazy. We all got crazy.
Yeah. They had open bar.
They
set us up.
The homie Masa told me how much they spent on that. I was like, oh my god. Hey, shout out undefeated, shout out Nike.
Yeah, that was awesome. They had free food, free drinks for us. They curated the vibes. They passed out little bats after we won.
Yeah.
So I got a little bat with the Nike undefeated and Union logo.
Dang, now
so
I feel like
cute.
I gone there.
Yeah, that was fire.
Honestly, it was really fun.
I wasn't at Disney.
And everybody was faded. That's the best part.
It.
Everybody got faded. Everybody had a good time. Like,
it was, and like we haven't seen people like we weren't expecting to see, and it was a good fucking time. And like, I think as soon as we won, you were already out on Sunset.
I was running. I ran out. I had a homie reach out to me. He was like, I saw you on like 4 recap videos.
I'm dead.
They had the Channel 5 news.
Yeah.
I was pounding a beatbox in the middle of Sunset while like they were lighting up fireworks and stuff. So God. I'm waiting on that. I'm waiting on that episode
That'll
to drop.
fire.
I think they're gonna put in some of the what do you call it, the parade stuff.
Yeah, they
like
should.
So
they said they estimated around 200,000 people were at that parade, like 150
that was
to
wild.
200,000 people, and I'm
not surprised.
It.
Yeah, I kind of believe that.
But also that night, like I know everyone, the video of the guy blowing up his hand.
Oh yeah, that was wild. They dropped a new angle too. It's like
from the front.
They got a new angle on that. That was wild.
The guy on the other side, right? I seen that.
I didn't even watch it. I was just like
honestly, that poor guy, like you could tell
so
he was like in shock. Like he didn't know. Oh my god. Oh my, poor him. And then the person that fell while tagging whatever downtown during the parade.
Oh, I didn't see
Somebody fell like a few stories. I don't know if he died or was like in I'm not sure because I don't want to spread misinformation, but somebody fell like a few stories like tagging some shit after the parade.
I saw like a not a little boy, maybe like a high schooler, middle schooler, I don't know, but he wrote Dodgers.
Oh, and he like scratched it off.
And he misspelled Dodgers.
He forgot the G. He
I
was like,
saw that.
He like switched the D and the G or something.
So
and if someone was like, "Stay in school, kids."
Yeah. There was a lot of tomfoolery.
Yeah, no,
I sound old.
Tomfoolery with not the arm.
There was a lot of shit going on, and then the people that burnt down the bus. I'm so glad I got out of Echo Park though.
Me
because
too. Right
I was like, let's go to El Compadre after when we won the World Series,
man.
but that's where they burned that bus down. Was right over there.
You guys went to Whittier Boulevard.
Yeah,
right?
we went to Whittier. We parked the cars over here, and then
was that turn too?
It was like it wasn't as crazy as downtown, but it was like the whole street was like 4 or 5 blocks just packed. Everyone was lighting fireworks.
They already had cops before, right? Like prior to like everything going down. Yeah, that was wild.
It was fun though. Like people weren't getting like goofy like I seen in downtown and stuff.
Yeah, because they looted the fucking
Jordan
Jumpman store.
Did you see that?
No, I
the
didn't.
Jumpman store downtown, and they had it boarded up.
Yeah,
so the cops were there,
smart for
literally arresting people as they were coming out of the fucking store.
Yeah,
so a lot was going on in LA last week.
Oh, well, shout out to the Dodgers.
Shout out to Dodgers, baby.
We also went to an event.
Oh, a Jordan event?
A Jordan event with Sally's Shoes in El Monte.
Yes.
However you want to say it. But yeah, shout out to Sally and shout out to Jordan Brand for inviting us. It was a really like cute, intimate event. They were there to celebrate women and give us our flowers.
Yeah, they literally gave us bouquets. It was so cute.
In celebration for the new Air Jordan 11 Velvet Breads that are the women's exclusives this year for this holiday season. I said it before, they look really good in person. The material is really nice.
They look really pretty.
It's very a luxury look.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it gives. Yeah, we got some pictures taken.
Got to meet Sally.
We got to meet
she was
Sally.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Sally's Shoes?
No.
It's closer over here, like El Monte.
I saw the stories you posted.
It
Though.
was the first time meeting her,
sick.
and like I've heard nothing but great things about her. She is so cool in person.
Oh,
like she's
so
like the type
cool.
of like she just like seems so like communal and just like down to earth and like
it's so inviting,
super
and
funny.
warm.
Like she's like the type of people like you would fuck with, honestly. Like she was so cool. Like
and she's for the girls too.
Yeah, so that was like honestly a really cool event and getting to see like a bunch of the girls there.
Shout out to Jen.
Yes.
Roya came out. And we saw Denise. I know, seriously. Saw Denise, saw our homegirl Lacey, Davina, who I still want to get on the pod too. Who else was there?
There was a bunch. I'm so bad with names, guys.
I know, me too.
There was a bunch of.
We met like a lot of new women out here that I really want to have them come on the pod too. So be on the lookout for that as well. But yeah, it was a really nice event. Did you do anything else this week?
No, I kept it real chill.
Well, last minute I decided to go to anime. There was like another anime con in Pasadena. My homegirl Lexi got me in. And I stopped in there for a little bit. Really, like, I was only there for like maybe like 2 or 3. Actually, no, I was there for at least 3 or 4 hours waiting to because
really into anime.
I stopped by one of the booths and I saw a homie that I met at D23 Expo and we were just chopping it up. And then I saw one of my other homies and we started chopping it up. And then I actually got to like walk around and stuff, but my anxiety also couldn't handle being there for so long. And I was like, let me get the fuck out of here. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I did this week. Did anybody pick up anything? Any sneakers and such? Let me think.
I know. I'm like, did I pick up anything? I don't think I have. Besides the 11s.
Oh, yeah. We were gifted the 11s at the Sally event. So
that's the only thing I could think of.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Other than that, yeah, I don't think I got anything. No.
Okay. Well, I wonder if Henny got anything. Okay, let's get into sneaker news, all the good stuff before we get into getting to know Ginger some more.
Yeah.
But we did. I know you don't watch like every episode. It's totally okay. But like a few episodes ago, we kind of did our predictions for sneaker of the year since like they do it at ComplexCon. They have their own like panel and stuff too. Right.
It's like Joe LaPuma, right?
Yeah, Joe LaPuma. Like I think is Brendan going to be on it this year?
I don't know. The list hasn't even came out yet.
I wonder.
That panel has not been announced yet, let alone the panelists who are going to be on it.
Okay.
So I'm very, very curious to see who's going to be on it, especially with the passing of Clark Kent. I wonder who they're going to like have be on it now, especially and also because people have talked a lot of shit the past 2 years about who they have on these panels.
I mean, Kristen Nicole was just really random.
Very random. So we're going to have to do some talking with these people at ComplexCon because we want a panel. We'll get into that later.
But yeah, we did forget to mention some shoes in Sneaker of the Year. A lot of shoes. The first two that was brought to our attention. Totally forgot Nina Chanel 3's. Amazing shoe. I still haven't worn mine.
I might wear them at ComplexCon. There you go. A very great collaboration right there.
Yes. Love that shoe. Bread Force. I love that it put bread like food.
Actual,
I hate spell check. But Bread Force, I forgot those dropped this year too. I don't know why I thought they dropped last year. And I did see, I don't know if we talked
early in the year.
I think this was like brought up on Sneaker Twitter after we had dropped our list, but I seen like Kari talking about this and a few people about like because Joe's Belly New Balances dropped after ComplexCon last year at the December, like it should be in the running for this year. And I kind of agree. But
well, I kind of mentioned that.
Yeah.
When you were sick and it was just me and Hen, because I saw that. Yeah. Did I send it to you guys?
I think you might have.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, because we're talking about the Anthony Edwards. And how Kari had said that they actually dropped December of last year. But this year is when they like really like popped off and like really like got put out there. And so I also get that ComplexCon is in November. You still have like a month and a half of releases that just because there's towards the end of the year doesn't mean that I can't make like a big statement in the grand scheme of things. Just exactly like the Joe Freshgoods did last year. So, I mean, it's kind of like, do you want to take it for the whole year, like from January to November or to December, or are we going to? Are we doing ComplexCon
like
year?
November to November? Yeah. How do you call it?
Like, how are we doing this, you guys?
Yeah, because I mean, that's like with like award shows, like Golden Globes and Oscars, like they're in like spring and stuff, or like
they're kind of it's like.
And they do movies up until that time, I think. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
but
like there's a cutoff, but it's not like a full. It's not like the whole January to December year. It's usually like in the middle and they overlap.
Food for thought. But the New York City Marathon did pass this weekend, so that was pretty exciting to see.
I had no idea.
Oh yeah, I seen it was honestly it was a lot on my timeline. You said you knew someone that ran.
Oh
it?
yeah, JR from Undefeated, the homie. He's our trainer for the runs on Fridays. If anybody in LA wants to join us, y'all should come too. We do our little runs on Fridays.
Do you guys do like 3 miles, or how many miles are you guys doing?
Yeah, it's a 5K. Okay. It's 3 miles. But everybody can go at their own pace, so it doesn't really everybody can
did pretty good on the last 5K I did with Nike with absolutely no training. I just went out, and that's 3 miles. It doesn't seem like a lot, but I hadn't really ran since 2020. And I was like, the last mile, I was like, please God.
Yeah, no, JR does a good job at putting us on right and telling us to control our breathing. We run from the Undefeated gym to Echo Park and then all the way back. So it's like a little 3 mile, and then it's sponsored by Yerba Mate too. So if y'all want to pull up and Essentia, I think the water,
it's like tea, right?
Yeah, it's like tea, like
It's not sponsored, but
you gotta pull up. Now you gotta pull up.
That'd be fun because I've seen you post that before, and other people like the gym and everything. So that'd be cool.
Yeah, it's cool. They're all very welcoming. Shout out all the Undefeated guys. They're the ones that invited me to the Dodger watch party too. So
gotta love Undefeated.
I'm glad I got to make that memory with everybody. They're all a good community. Good group of guys.
Really good people. All around.
Where was I going with this though? Before
the marathon?
The marathon. I was like, started talking about Undefeated. My brain. I have ADHD now, guys. I was diagnosed.
Oh, were you really?
Yeah, my therapist said
that's crazy.
I was like, everything makes sense.
Oh my god.
But yeah, New York City Marathon. This one girl I follow, she ran it, and so I kind of was watching a lot with that. And I think it's absolutely crazy that the person who won, I guess, there's like a main person who finishes first, obviously. I think they did that shit in 2 hours, and they were from Nigeria, I believe. But fast as fuck, because 26.6 miles in 2 hours is insane.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Oh my god.
I think I could do maybe 5 miles in an hour. 5 miles an hour. But I've seen some other people who do run really fast and train did it about 3.5 hours. But I think the most amazing videos I've seen are the people who finish last. And there's still a ton of people out there at the finish line for them. And to see how, I can't even imagine how hard that I have done a marathon, but I haven't run a marathon. It was different for a cancer thing. But
I talked about that.
Yeah, but that is really hard to accomplish, and I think it says a lot about the people who finish no matter what. And I think it's just so I love watching those videos, and it just is so emotional. But yeah, and I also seen Brendan Dunn.
He ran it?
He ran and I think it was Team Baklava for Action Bronson in his New Balances, the running ones. So I did see that, and I thought that was really, really cool.
That's so cool.
So shout out you. And he had a pretty good time too, from what I've seen on his stories.
Okay. That's nice.
So very cool. Other news: Tyler the Creator dropped his new album. You went to the show, you said?
Yeah, I went to the show. My casting director, homie Copeland, shout out Copeland Cash. He runs a Spree casting. He actually casted the Noid video.
Okay.
Where everybody's kind of running around and stuff. And he took me to the show with them. So it was a good time. It was a good time going along with the green theme. And they had the storage units, and it was all green and stuff. Kind of like the video where they had the Converse or whatnot. So it was a good vibe. Shout out
cool.
Tyler.
I still haven't listened to the album.
Yeah,
it's
but
good.
I heard it's really good.
I've heard it's good too.
He's never been my cup of tea, but I heard this album is really good.
Yeah,
so maybe
I fuck with Tyler. I wouldn't say I'm a die-hard, know every song Tyler fan, but I fuck with Tyler. And I think I'm more I was more of a Odd Future, early Tyler stuff. His stuff now is great, but it's way different from what
of course.
And it's growth. I respect it, but yeah, I think I just like his older stuff more. But he did do a show. I think it was in Boston. Do not fucking quote me on that. Let me double check. Where he performed on top of the storage units, like you said. And did I pass it? Oh, right here. Was it in? Oh, these are available in Soho. Actually, this is like slightly different. So they are releasing the shoe in Soho at one of the spots. But yeah, anyways, he performed. I don't know if it was like somewhere on the East Coast. He did it on top of those things, on top of the Converse store. And they released like 300 pairs of Chuck 70 with the Chromacopia labeling on the side, which is really cool.
Very dope.
Bima talked about this on his Instagram. He drops his daily posts where he talks about collabs and said something along the lines of Nike dropping the ball in the sense of like Wu-Tang doing something this with their release since the Wu-Tang dunks are coming out. Have you seen those?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I love them.
Are they not doing anything like special for them?
I'm not sure. I've seen that they've had like the ice cream truck around New York here and there, but I haven't heard of them doing anything exclusive like that where they're performing. I mean, I wouldn't see why not, because it's November. They're calling it like Woo Day, and that's like the anniversary of 36 Chambers. I think it would be beneficial for them to do something along those lines. If they're releasing the shoes, it's their day. And where are they from? Like Staten Island and shit.
Yeah, Staten Island.
And the shoes, 36 Chamber anniversary, like it all coincides. So like, why wouldn't you? But I'm actually not too sure.
Maybe they'll do an event or something, you know?
Yeah.
Just like on the day.
It would be
of.
awesome. I wish I could be on the East Coast for that. That's like what, this weekend?
Yeah, they come out on the 9th.
The 9th, yeah. So I think that'll be like really awesome. I'm hoping to get a pair regardless. I love it. But I did say in the comments about this that Nike has actually done stuff like this in the past.
Nike and Jordan Brand.
Yeah, they've definitely done drops like with concerts and albums and artists and stuff like that.
With artists.
Yeah, because what we were talking about, like
they did something for a Super Bowl with Justin Timberlake.
He wore some threes, and they released them on Sneakers app alongside that.
And they did something for All-Star Weekend a few years ago.
When SZA performed. And the shoe didn't really have to do with SZA, but
I don't even know what shoe
it was like an All-Star, like a Jordan 1, I think. But it was really cool because they had like a basketball court, and then at the top of the court was like a QR code.
Yeah.
And you could scan it to get the shoes.
Oh.
For All-Star Weekend. And like SZA was performing. Yeah, and like SZA was performing.
That was for Justin Timberlake?
No, that one was Justin Timberlake was like during the Super Bowl. So like while he was performing, Sneakers app did like a shock drop of the shoes he was wearing.
Oh, it was like a Jordan, right?
Yeah, it was a Jordan 3.
Yeah, I didn't remember that.
So, and then like there's like another time during like an All-Star weekend out here in LA for like NBA, they had like an event and SZA was performing, and then like on the basketball courts they had like these QR codes you can scan, and yeah, they've done other stuff like that. Like I know it wasn't exactly like that, and I get what Beema was saying, but
the thing like this. Dropping shoes with an artist like this is not unheard of either, because even Childish Gambino did something for Coachella when he had his Reeboks as well. And then
Bad Bunny did too at the Adidas thing.
Yeah, he had
exactly.
his own little forum.
But like Tyler has also dropped Converse at Camp Flog Gnaw too. And he has had specifically like Camp Flog Gnaw Converse that I have few pairs of that you could only get if you bought like the VIP package and stuff like that. Or I remember one of my first Camp Vlogs, he had Vans. They were so fucking nice, and I'm so mad I didn't know that they had them there.
The checker ones? Was it the checker ones?
No, they were just like an off whitish color, but then on the back it said like Camp Flog Gnaw.
Oh, that's cool.
They were so fucking nice. But I had no fucking idea. But I think after that, because he sold them at the actual concert or festival, but I think after that, I think that's when he got his Converse like
deal
yes. I was a contract.
Same deal contract.
And then all the other ones after that have been Converse.
I think it's really cool. I do get what Beema was saying, because like in light of like Wu-Tang coming out, and he mentioned something else, like, you know, like why wouldn't Nike go this route? And I don't know, maybe they still will. Who knows what's going to happen this weekend? But I do think it's really cool when brands do stuff like that, like to coincide a drop with an event or something.
Concert, drop his shoes.
Right.
Yeah, I think that makes it fun. But since Henny's not here, let's text her really quick and see if she'll answer.
I feel like she doesn't answer that quickly. I don't think she'll
She'll
text you back right now.
Sometimes she does, sometimes she doesn't.
Like this one took the spot right here. This is.
Oh yeah, that's
I said, hey, you want to answer the phone? But Henny, she's in Portland still right now, and she was up at the Nike employee store the other day. And he wants to smoke. Fritzy, he looks emo with his that's one eye covered. He needs to be groomed.
He's chilling. Come on, buddy. Come on.
Yeah, so she posted some stuff on our stories that went the fuck up. Oh my god.
Our views on those stories were like crazy.
But she posted these sparkly ass like Air Jordan 4 RMs. Disgusting, to be honest.
They were just it was an interesting choice, and it was the fact
that they went straight to the very employee store, because I've never seen those before in retailers. Like what the hell? She posted those, the women's NBA, the WNBA Jordan 3s, the Alma Manier 3s, the black ones.
Those are 4s?
Yeah, they're like a like a remix type of 4.
Like the fusions.
Yeah, kind of not. Yeah, it's like a Jordan 4, but they redid it. Nigel came out with his.
Oh yeah, I saw.
So it's like those. That, but it's like I don't know. Well, she's seen these at the employee store, and I don't know why they decided to put glitter on these. Like I'm sure some girl would love them. They actually
did this with the Air Jordan 11 a few years ago too.
Are they already like on sale? Like
these are on sale.
Yeah, because the employee store. They had this whole lineup of dunks at the employee store, and it's crazy because even somebody DM'd us and said like, I think what was it, the Syracuse?
Yeah, he sold his pair for like 6 or
4 to 6, somewhere in there. Like at the time when they were like super hot. The fact that these dunks are just sitting is pretty crazy.
I know.
This Jordan NBA and WNBA
All-Star.
Yeah, I don't think it's a horrible shoe, but also just tons of boxes sitting there. Another 4RM. I'm surprised
the black toe 14s that literally just came out.
I'm surprised those are at the employee store like that. I know it's employee store, but it's like you think something like this would be gone.
Well, it looks like it's only in small sizes. A bunch of 8.5s.
Yeah.
Oh, 9. Okay, 7.
Yeah, 7. The satin.
And the satin
Jordan 1.
The women's.
Even the Alma Manier 3, I was really surprised to see this sitting. But honestly, not that surprised.
Yeah. Me neither. Surprised, but because of this silhouette, but then also not surprised.
She probably doesn't think I'm talking to her because I put hey.
No, that's true. You want to just try to call her?
Let me see. Let's see if she'll answer. Our first time trying to call in.
My homegirl Henny, where's she at?
Yeah.
My Coco's taking your spot.
Oh, she did.
Hey, yo.
Say hi to the pod.
What up? What up, Ginger?
What's up? What's up?
I'm dead. I know. When we started the episode, what was the brand again? The pants?
Basket Case Gallery.
Yeah, he was like talking about it, and we were like, "Oh no, I don't know it." And then we seen you follow it. I was like, "This is like why we need Hen."
I know. Oh my god, are y'all having fun?
Yes, but we miss you. We were talking about the employee store, so we wanted to call you.
Oh man, yeah, it was hella shit sitting, but y'all saw them sparkle ass shoes. Trash. I don't know who was in charge.
Who approved this?
I have no clue, no shade to that person, but that was a no.
Big
don't need those.
I'm dead. I know. We were like, let's phone a friend.
We should have that should have been like a back to school shoe for like Foot Locker for like the kids, not for when it wasn't sitting in GS.
It should have been a kid shoe.
Yeah, it was in the men's section. No.
Oh shit!
It was in the men's section.
No, it was in the women's.
Oh,
it had. I was about to say.
I was like the men's, but still, yeah, that should have been a kid's shoe. You're right.
Yeah. Oh my god, I hate it. I hate that I'm not there.
What shoes do you got on, Henny?
So I have no shoes on currently at the moment because I'm inside the house. But yesterday I wore my Darwins. Does that count?
Okay.
I've been in my Darwins a lot lately. I didn't, because a lot of my stuff is still in storage. So I only brought like a few shoes with me, but that was like one of them where I was like, I love this shoe. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we miss you.
I miss you guys too. Soon come. We'll be together soon.
Yes.
Aww.
Okay. Well, we will text you later.
Okay. Hit the blood for me. Take a shot.
Okay. Bye. She's so funny. Oh my God. Oh, Henny.
Now let's take a shot. That's crazy.
Yeah. Take a shot. She don't even be taking shots. She drinks wine.
She just drinks wine, yeah.
Have you guys ever drank on the podcast? Or?
Oh, yeah.
We our first couple episodes.
Me and Henny used to like loosen up with like a drink at the beginning, like when we first started doing this. And then not that we were drunk in our episodes, but we were just like a little bit more out of pocket.
Yeah.
So we were like, we can't drink that much. And like, I don't really drink too often on the episodes, but sometimes like, I think the last one I had a glass of wine. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
I don't drink at all.
Turned up really.
Yeah. So we were kind of, just spewing out the mouth at one point, but it's okay. But since we're going to get into more with talking to you, before we get into all that, cause there's a little tie-in, but, what are we looking forward to ComplexCon?
Obviously the Sneaker of the Year panel.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing how different it's going to be now that it's in Vegas. Like I want to see what's going to change.
We were talking about that.
I want to see like what the crowd is going to look like because Vegas is so like
adult,
mature, grown, and obviously it's not Long Beach. So
yeah,
I wonder what the crowd is going to look like. Mainly, waiting for some after party invites. Let's go.
I was gonna say
it's going down. We were talking about that too.
Yeah, I'm trying to be in there. I'm just looking forward. I'm going in with an open mind.
Yeah,
really.
Same.
So,
same.
We'll what are you guys looking forward to?
I'm gonna work, so
nice.
the furthest one brand, I'm going to a fitting like right after this right now.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be like cool, like attire. I don't know if I can speak on it or what.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what
But you'll be there.
Well, this will come out at the end of
it'll-
this week, so it'll be before Complex.
Oh, okay, yeah. But yeah, no, it's gonna be sick. I'm super excited. I want to see Cardi. I want to see Travis.
Oh,
yeah.
I haven't seen Cardi perform any of like his new stuff. I don't know if you guys like listen to him like that,
I really
but
don't. There's probably like 2 songs I know.
yeah, it's like very high energy, so it's like I'm excited to like go over there.
That's
and
very
turn
you,
up with the
high
homies.
energy.
Yeah, jump around. It's gonna be tight. I know it's gonna be real good because. Yeah, Flognaw's on the same week, so they gotta outdo.
It's fucking crazy.
I know. There's a lot of. I mean, they have Erica Badu.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I Can't Flog. Oh, they do.
I seen
saw the
Doechii.
lineup.
I
Let me
was
tell you,
like,
that
damn.
Can't Flog lineup. That shit was so fucking confusing. It was hurting my eyes. It gave me a fucking headache. Yes. I was like, what?
That's crazy.
Like, oh my God, this is nuts.
I'm dead.
Very creative. But I was like, holy shit, my eyes are hurting.
Yeah.
What's it called? It's also that weekend. Designer Con.
Oh, Designer Con is
also
actually in Vegas.
Oh, really?
Too. So there's 2
we might
big
have to jump
cons.
through to both of
there's
them.
2 big things going on. So we will see. But yeah, I think like same because the concerts the last few years they were cool. I know Rocky did the one. What was that? 22.
Oh, I was actually in that one.
I've never been to any
I was one of the
concerts.
people running around in the middle of the pit like that had their like I don't know if you saw that there was like people running around.
Yeah,
and,
because we were sitting up in the stands like looking down.
Yeah, with like we were like the ones running around in the circle. One of my homies, shout out Ricky Dula. He's from Og, and he had called me like super last. I was just there, enjoying the show, and he was just like, Ginger, you want to come be a part of the show or whatever. And we just started like, we just went up, met Rocky that first time, and it was cool, man. It was real cool. He's like one of my
there?
he's like top 3 favorite rappers of mine.
Oh yeah,
so.
Yeah, he's
I fucking love A$AP.
I'm excited about his new stuff too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did that, and it was sick to be a part of like the environment, and to be a part of the show. We have a picture like up on my Instagram and stuff, like we're all right there like flipping off the camera and stuff. So yeah, it's cool. That's my first time, and then I worked with them a second time for like a music video that never released. But,
shit!
And we still got paid and everything.
Hell yeah!
But it's just,
absolutely.
but yeah, the video never released. But who knows? Maybe it'll come out.
Yeah.
Who knows? But yeah, very nice dude. Had everything on lock, instructions were very clear. He just wanted us to turn up. It was it's cool. So
I feel like we're about to get into Ginger. So this is how I always intro. Let the people who know who you are, what you do, anything else. But on top of that, I feel like people have kind of like been listening to you a little bit about like what is it you do specifically, and I feel like you're just there to have a good time and turn up.
Well, should I introduce myself?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, I'm Ginger. My legal name is Robert. I grew up half my life in Baldwin Park, California, and half my life in Desert Hot Springs, California, in the Coachella Valley. Shout out Coachella Valley. Shout out 760. I model. I act sometimes. I really do whatever they get me to do. You know, whatever
they call me for.
Whatever they call me for. You know. I've been doing it for like the past like 6-7 years since I was like 18. I'm 26 now, so. Yeah, you know, it's been it's
so
been,
young. That's why I said they're like
I know. I didn't know how
kids because I don't really think of you like a kid because I know you're an adult. But like I'm gonna be 36 in a few months, so it's like you feel like a kid to me. So I'm like I'm like these are the cool kids. Like these are like they be at the cool parties. They are. Yeah. So I love it. I'm so excited to get your like input and insight on a lot of stuff.
I've been doing it for a while now, so it's just cool to just be able to express myself through modeling and stuff. Like, one of the things I really pride myself on is I've gotten to work with most of the brands that I've always wanted to. Like brands that we all know, it's like being from LA and, and from the desert, I've kind of gotten to see what like both sides know about. They're usually not as open to wearing stuff like how they do out here in LA over there. So, a lot of, even for me, I hold a lot of responsibility on myself because they see a lot of these new things through me, and, I get a lot of love from back home, like shout out the 760. They always like, whenever I see people in the street or something, they're just like, oh, what's up, bro? Like, I see you. They show a lot of love, bro. So, I've always tried to carry on from what I do out here to back home and, vice versa. And it's just sick, it's like born and raised, like one of my biggest brands that I've always had on my list, shout out Jesse and Two Tone and David, my homie David. They're all good people, I got the Sponto tattoo when around the time when he had passed away. And
what does it say?
You'll miss us when we're gone. He tweeted this
and that's what they put on the
on the shoes.
Front.
I don't know. It's just one of those brands that's very synonymous with like, LA culture, and they've done a lot for like a lot of people, like even people that I personally know that are friends and stuff. So they're just sick. Like, they're just a sick brand, and I love everything that they stand for, and they're just all good people. And, I'm excited for Sadie's this year. Yeah. It's gonna be sick. Like the first time I ever went to Sadie's, I snuck in.
I've never been to Sadie's.
Me neither.
No way. Yeah. This year,
if you don't know, born and raised, Sadie's Hawkins is like the cool people of the coolest people that go to a Sadie's. It's like literally like, and I've heard like, cause Nat and like Alyssa have gone in the past, and like I just like hear about like if you're not there by a certain time, trying to get in. Like,
I heard it gets crazy.
Yeah, I mean that's why I snuck in.
It's a really good time. Yeah,
that's why I snuck in. There's this homie that runs his brand, NZRP. His name is Hal Cole. He does a lot of like cool stuff. He does like distressed denim, like it's called Boro denim. So it's like just very distressed, and he does like phone cases and stuff. But me and that homie, we actually like we didn't have a way to get in. One of my homies that modeled for Born and Raised, shout out Anthony. He had like an invitation, so he's like, yeah, we're all gonna pregame at the house and go over, and like there was too many people, and so
they be strict.
Yeah, and we weren't gonna get in, and I lived down the street at the time. I lived in Hollywood, so we're like, dude, we're like down the street. If anything, like we're just gonna try to figure out our way, and we climbed through the roof, like we like on at the road. This was it was like I was like on my story I put like it was like Uncharted, like that game, like we were like jumping up. No, yeah, we literally jumped on like a trash can like behind the Roosevelt Hotel. I have videos of it too. I'll probably post it. I could send them to you guys so you guys could throw them up.
Insert video.
But yeah, no, I mean, it's a big deal.
What year was that?
That was, I believe, 2019. Whenever they did it at the Roosevelt in Hollywood. So yeah, we went through this like parking structure, climbed on a trash can, climbed through like a.
He said, "I'm going to Sadie Hawkins."
No, yeah, I had already gotten dressed, and like
it's like you get dressed.
It's like one of those things, wherever you want to be at, like. You're gonna be there, like, and everybody in LA does it. Like, there's no reason to
finesses
be.
Yeah,
no, everybody finesses something. Everybody's finesse something. You guys probably have too. Everybody probably watching.
I'm an angel.
You can you can finesse like anything if you. But
you want it bad enough.
Yeah, if you want it bad enough. So I really wanted to go to that event.
That's
so
fire.
and luckily because of that, I've gotten close to a lot of friends, that work close with the brand, and they're all really good people, like I said. So
So you got invited the year after that.
Yeah, I got invited the year after that.
At least the next one.
Yeah, I got invited the year after that. Shout out to homie Phoenix. He does a lot of work with them too, and he had put me on his list. He was like, "Hey." Well, I forgot what we were doing the YG shoot. We were doing the YG shoot for Fred Siegel, and he was just like, "Hey, bro, you want to get invited? Like, like, are you going?" And I'm like, put me on the list. I'll pull up. It'd be nice to get invited. For the first time. Yeah, shout out to homie Phoenix, man. He really got me on.
Dope. I love that.
He got me on there. So yeah, they have the same list every year. So it's like if you got invited the year before, then you're on the list this year.
I've heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, great brand, great event. Everybody's always excited for that every time, like this year.
I love seeing the way everyone dresses up.
Me too.
Yeah, everybody loves it. Everybody loves it. Formal attire. But yeah, other than that, I've gotten to work with like Nike. I've gotten to work with, I really love baseball. So I posted on my story the other day, the Texas Rangers. When I modeled for Nike, my first job, when I modeled for the Texas Rangers, they won the World Series. It was the City Connect jerseys. So it was like, it said like TX and stuff. It was cool. Shout out my boy Aiden Cullen. He shoots a lot of stuff. He runs a app Nova. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. He runs an app that pretty much connects creatives like makeup artists, camera people.
So if you need to find somebody.
Like stuff like that, like production side stuff. I've been trying to push him to do some modeling stuff. Hopefully it happens in the future. But yeah, my boy Aiden Cullen, he shoots a lot of celebrities and stuff. He's a really cool guy. I met him through a bunch of homies and like partying and stuff, and like just a great guy. And he got me on that job for Nike, and so the Texas Rangers won that year, and then this year we modeled this stuff and we did the Dodgers stuff, and they won this year. So I'm like, I'm the good luck charm right there. If you ever,
it's like the reverse Drake.
Y'all got it. That's crazy.
Because he modeled the Belladonna campaign. If you haven't seen it already, it's absolutely, the visuals on that are amazing.
It's a true honor to do it for the girls too. At the end of the day, it's just I understand that it's like a women-owned brand, and it's cool for them to like allow me the chance to bring in a couple of my homies and get something done with the brand. But it's still shout out the girls though.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's a who runs the world, girls. But yeah, lots of cool stuff I've gotten to accomplish in my couple years of modeling, and I'm not I'm signed now, but like prior to that I was doing all the stuff on my own, just meeting people.
Been signed?
It's been like about like a couple months now. I'm not sure exactly. Really new, but yeah, it's cool to be able to be represented, have people. But for the most part, I've just done stuff by myself, and it's possible,
cool.
I don't know.
It's gotten you this far.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have like younger kids watching this or whatever,
Hopefully.
but you don't, or even like older people, bro. That's what they got my mom to like be in the music video the other day, and we were in the video together. But yeah, like to anybody that wants to like model and stuff, it's very possible, and you don't need an agent. Because
absolutely.
I've done it like this.
So like what? Like how did you get into modeling? Like what was the start of all that?
I had a friend, Father Aki. He does like he paints on shirts and he just does art. He's like an artist, and he was just taking pictures of me. And I remember one time I was a very shy kid growing up, so I didn't really take pictures of myself in like high school and stuff. But after I had graduated, he just like grabbed my phone one time and just posted a picture, and I think it got like 100 likes or something. And I didn't really post, so I was just like, oh, like people actually like care about what I look like. And through that friend Copeland that had taken me to the concert for Tyler's new thing. He just started getting me in a bunch of videos, and one of my first videos ever was for I don't know if you guys listen to like G59. It's Suicide Boys record label.
Okay.
But they have this artist named Ramirez, and I was modeling on that video. You know, they had me as a thug with like a gun or something. We like jumped one of our homies and stuff for that video. But you know, it's just at that point I just started taking it more seriously. You know, and more as a job and not just it's just for fun. And you know, luckily like through like the last like 3-4 years, you know, I've gotten to grow a lot. Am I
mistaken, or have you said you worked a Yeezy campaign?
Yeah. I did do a Yeezy campaign. So, my friend, have you guys ever heard of Hood by Air?
Yes.
The brand Hood by Air. They're from New York. Telfar, and you know, they're all like kind of connected over there. It's all like the homies over there. But yeah, my friend Shane Oliver, if you guys have ever heard of him, he's killing it right now. He has his own brand now. It's separate from Hood by Air. It's called Anonymous Club.
Okay.
I got a casting randomly one day on my email, and you know, I'll always usually like kind of like, you know, talk to them and see what it is, and they were just like, oh, it's a shoot for Office Magazine. It's gonna be for this brand Anonymous Club for Shane Oliver. And I'm like, I know Shane Oliver because, you know, everybody that loves clothes loves Shane Oliver. You know, he's sick. He's one of the pioneers that, you know, started everything. So we ended up working, and they really liked my look, and I ended up working with Yeezy, and we went to Paris, and a great time. That's awesome. You know, great people. You know, it's Connie's a great person, and you know, it was just sick to be able to be in that environment, you know, and be in the room and just hang out, and you know, genuinely good people, you know, for the most part. It was a great experience, and you know, I got to go out to Paris for the first time. Shout out Yeezy, you know.
Yeah, that's cool.
So cool.
Got to leave the country for the first time, so it was sick. It was sick.
How long ago was that? Wait, did you say?
That was 2 years ago.
Okay.
It was like 2022 October.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That was the last, I believe, runway that they had done too. So
that makes sense.
Yeah, very blessed to have had that opportunity, and you know, hopefully more like that keep coming along. You know.
Yeah. What's been your favorite campaign you've shot so far?
I think the Nike one, but honestly, I just take pride in everything that I do. You know, because it's important to me. You know, modeling to me isn't just like a quick check, you know, because even when you don't make money, it's still fun, you know, and for my family to be able to be like, oh, I saw you on an Instagram ad, or you know, we saw you on TV, or my mom, one of the first times that I ever did like a big music video, it was for Rosalia, and at the time, at the time, I can show you guys after too. I'm like literally on the thumbnail. Maybe you could put it on the. But yeah, it's called Candy. The music video is called Candy.
Were your parents or like family still didn't know like what you did?
No. I'm Mexican. I'm Mexican, so they don't really like, you know. They're just kind of like, especially at the start, if you're not making any money, it's not real to them.
Like, what are you doing?
Like, yo, get to work, you know. And they would tell me a lot and stuff, you know. But you know, once they started seeing, you know, that I was like growing a little following, or you know, just people. For my mom, it was more real, not necessarily like even making my first couple dollars here, you know, but it was more so like her friends would tell her that they saw me on a music video and stuff. And this Rosalia one was one of them, because I have the video too on my Instagram. Maybe you could post it up too.
I'm gonna pull it because it always freezes on me.
But yeah, when at the time I didn't really listen to Rosalia, like I knew about her, but my mom really like listened to her, and so I told her, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be in this video with Rosalia. And
so she was hyped.
Yeah, she was hyped. And while I was at the shoot, Rosalia, a very wonderful person. Like, I love her to death. She's always so cool. Like, you know,
so cool.
She's such a chill person. And she shook everybody's hand. And that's like, you know, people don't forget things like that. You know, like cast people, like all the model people, they never, you know, people in the industry, they never forget, you know, that interaction. You know, especially when I was like younger too, and it was like one of my first jobs. So I'm like, damn, bro, like, you know, this is a big deal. And it was a big deal.
Yeah.
And so
it's crazy. Like, you look the same, but you look so different at the same time. Yeah. Like, you can tell like how much you've grown.
Remember I was telling you about 424 earlier? That very first picture is the brand right there. Yeah, that's 424. Yeah. That's
wow,
one of my
your
first
look
shoots.
has definitely changed.
Yeah.
I used to have short hair and stuff. I didn't rock the
Yeah.
ginger as much as I do now.
Yeah, but like you do have like a really unique look. Like it's because it's not like you look like completely different, but you just have your own unique look. Like and I love that you don't look like everybody else.
Did you not like the ginger growing up?
No, I did. I don't know. I kind of wanted to be bald for a little bit. And, you know, it's like phases that you have.
That's the one you broke into or no?
That's the one I broke into. Look, if you scroll to the side, you can see we got a bottle. We got he was not supposed to do this, but we were just like we were like, hey, you want a drink? And he was like, because he couldn't talk, you know, they didn't want him to break here, and he like took a shot, and
then you went viral for this.
Yeah, the I think I have it pinned from when the first one, but that's like one of the drops. Yeah, that one right there.
Dead.
Hidden NY posted me and like a bunch of the homies.
I've never seen this. That's so funny.
I've seen this before. It was so
it was. Oh, I actually got you a gift too. I literally brought one just so we could throw it on the pod right there. Look at that. It's not even out yet. We haven't dropped them officially yet.
I don't want to end this year on bad terms with anyone. Apologize to me.
It's
funny. It's hilarious.
That's so cute.
It's just like that cake picture. Yeah, like you know, it goes crazy.
You should put that exact picture on
this one
on just like the picture. That would maybe something I'll dabble.
Or just the picture of the cake. That would be funny.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, usually that's what a lot of pages do. They'll cut out like me holding the cake, and they'll just like do it like that. Yeah, but that's a real blessing because I drop these every year, and you know, it's like people really like having a piece of like what I do.
You've done,
so it's just cool. You know, it's cool to be like, you know, have something like to show, you know, and I'm gonna turn it into a brand very soon. So
that's funny.
It's good. It's a new endeavor.
I love that. That's really cool. You had so like getting into that. I'm gonna go back to this too, but you had mentioned you are kind of like working on your own T-shirts and stuff as well.
Yeah, well, some of this stuff for right now, you know, because it's the end of the year, and really, like, I never even like planned to make this like clothes or anything, but people were just asking for it, and every year, you know, like people just want.
Oh yeah, because I feel like that post like circulates.
Yeah, every year. One of my homies called me the Mariah Carey of the new year. I was like, bro, you know, because like all you hear is all I want for Christmas.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it always circulates, you know, just because pages really like, you know,
they be trying to find stuff to post.
Yeah,
and
it's funny because at first it didn't even go that crazy, you know, maybe it got like 2,000 likes or something like that, you know, but just people just, I guess, they like the meaning, or they just everybody's hurt at the end of the year because of the summer, like, you know. It's like, so it just kind of started going crazy and taking on a life of its own. And I didn't even realize it was a thing because one time I was gonna go to Glamis. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Glamis, like the desert dunes, and this was in the desert, and this dude just like pulled up in a car, and he's like, "Hey, you're the meme, right? You're like a meme." And I was like, yeah, I guess so, bro. Like, you know, that was before it like really went popular, but I guess people back home at the desert like started sharing it. Yeah, so
that's funny.
Now when Hidden NY posted me though last year, that was like the craziest. That came through my friend Unavailable Research, and he had posted me first, and then Hidden NY, you know, like they're all homies, you know, so they all like take things and post them on their things. And you know, it just started going crazy from there. So I'm sure this year it probably will too. You know, it's like, it's cool. Very blessed to, you know, have my little moment. But I try not to like box myself in as a meme. You know, it's like you see a lot of people like, you know, they'll go viral or something and they just keep repeating the same thing over.
That they do.
Yeah. You know, to me, like I've used it kind of in like a way for like people to see what I do, and then also like see that I really do model. Things. I really do this shit. You know, like and you know, I just enjoy having things to post, and as well as this, you know. So.
Are there any brands that you want to work with that you haven't yet?
I haven't done Adidas yet, so like I haven't done Adidas, like New Balance, you know, like the major sportswear ones. I really want to do Jordan brand, you know, obviously. But yeah, mostly I mostly just stick to like streetwear stuff. And I've like dabbled into high fashion. I've done New York runway before for this brand called Kozaburo. He actually won the designer of the year.
Oh yes, that's right. I did see that.
Yeah, he's a very talented Japanese designer, and like Rihanna. I didn't. So I got casted. I did this video with Jungkook, if you guys know, from BTS. He's like the singer, the main singer, and he had a video with Lotto and this guy Johnny Buckley. Shout out Johnny Buckley. He's gotten me a lot of opportunities and stuff. And I've actually met one of my best friends. His name is Lex. He's like a cowboy dude. If you guys, he's been to Scam and Jam before.
I've seen him in passing then.
But Lex. I met like one of my best friends there. But we did a video, and after the video, you know, I was going to Fashion Week. I go every year, February and September for, you know, both Fashion Weeks. You know, just to go get work. All the models do. You know, that we all just go out there. Yeah, New York Fashion Weekend. From that point on, he just started like sending me castings and stuff, and that runway I ended up getting because of him, because he was casting the whole runway and stuff. And I was like, it was so weird because, you know, it's like for high fashion runway, it's usually like skinny people or very like defined people, you know? and or they'll like be like, I don't know, they just look very different, you know, than just like me, you know. And I was like the only guy that looked like me at the runway. And
but that's why they liked you.
Yeah, you know, I guess like the personality like must have rubbed off on them, and you know, with casting and everything. Too, so it was just so dope, you know, to be able to like finally walk a runway, and that was on Vogue.
That was going to be one of my questions, if you walked runway. That's really cool.
Yeah, Vogue was sick. Like to be on Vogue, you know, that's like the highest form of like you actually do this, you know.
Were you
model
nervous?
Yeah, no, not really. I've done a runway before, but it wasn't like serious like that. Yeah, like that. And you know, just to be able to do Vogue, it was on like WWD Women Wears. Women's Wear Daily. It was on Hype Beast. It was on everything. You know, it's usually when they do, because it was on the official Fashion Week panel. So you know, it's like all the major fashion brands and stuff, and they were on there as well. So like all the media coverage was there that day. So it was a big deal for me, you know. And shout out Kozaburo, they really gave me a shot, you know, at doing something different, you know. Because streetwear is sick too, you know. Like that's my bread and butter. That's where I guess like, you know, the younger audience loves to see like a guy doing, I don't know, just like poses and just being yourself, you know. But also like high fashion is where you're culturally accepted as like a model, you know. It's not just like, oh yeah, you do streetwear stuff, like go on and go for it. So yeah, there's like low levels to it. So I just enjoy all of it. But yeah, that was a big deal for me too, Kozaburo.
Yeah. Do you feel like modeling is a long-term thing for you? Like, do you see yourself like stepping into like more of high fashion as you like progress?
Yeah, I do want to do more of that. That's why I've been hitting the gym more too. And like, you know,
we were talking about that. I was like, I finally worked out this morning after 2 weeks.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I've been fasting. You know, just doing things like that. Just because, you know, I do want to fit that look. But you know, also I like, people have told me like recently that I should get into acting. Lala actually told me the other day that I should get into acting, and I do it here and there. Like I was on a Peso Pluma video with with Arcangel and Danny Trejo, and I did so like cool. double. I was like Peso Pluma's double. They had me like with like they spray painted my hair.
Yeah,
and, you know,
oh my god. Yeah. Your sides weren't fully shaved before.
No.
There was a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, and so they like did all the modifications to my hair, but we acted on that. You know, we were
funny.
like we were playing like taco like vendors and stuff, like working at a restaurant. And that was so fire, bro. Like, you know, things like that do make me happy. Anything that has to do with like showing face and showing something or being showing yourself on the camera, you know, it's like, it makes me happy, you know. So
and I think it shows like through your work and this stuff. And like, honestly, I don't know if anybody follows him, if you haven't by now, but like, I just love that, like, one of his go-to things is like, he literally sets the camera up, or I don't know if someone holds it.
Yeah, sometimes people hold it.
Yeah, and he just like kind of walks into frame, and it's like this huge, there's just so much going on, and he just like stands there. But he does it so well. Like,
I've been doing that for years
forever,
too.
and it's so good.
Yeah, people have been telling me to post reels, like because they're like,
because it's usually a story.
all my homies that do reels and stuff, they're like do reels. I don't know. I just kind of do it.
Do
for
you still
fun,
have all those videos?
I still have all of them.
You
I
should
still
just
have them.
you should just
It's like
make them all
years.
into
You
one
could
video.
do like even like do a 365 one time and just put it all together at the end of the year, and it's just like do.
Right, just like walking in frame.
That would be so crazy.
Yeah, I don't.
The editing would be hard, but
yeah,
still,
people have been asking me to give that a name. I just don't know. Like I don't know, the Ginger Boy Q or something. You know? Like, I don't know. But yeah, no, it's sick to just be able to like do things and like as what you were saying with if I see myself doing it long term, I want to do it forever. Because there's always like. People have like this misconception that you can't model forever. Like they're booking people. They're booking people for everything. Like I've gotten booked with like 65-year-olds that are playing like a cop or something. It's just it really just depends what the look serves. For at least stuff in streetwear, it is gonna be between like 20 and like 40. Like that's like the age limit. But like for other things, like
you can do it.
You can do it forever. You could do it forever. So I do want to do it forever, but. Yeah, like to grow and do other things, I do want to do this brand and, probably start acting if I start taking that serious at some point or something,
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it's sick. But yeah, good stuff. Good stuff going on in the scene. I wanted to touch on how we were talking about it earlier, kind of how like the scene, like how you said like the cool kids or whatever,
the cool kids.
Like the cool kids. I wanted to say that most people that watch us are from like LA, right? Like,
yeah, we have like
LA and New York are our biggest.
Yeah.
Oh well, damn. New York people aren't gonna like this.
Pennsylvania for some reason.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh really? Well, the East Coast isn't gonna like this, and it's not. No, but
okay, Kike.
but for real, like I like all my love and respect over there because I have a lot of homies from New York and stuff.
Yeah.
But I just think it's never been cooler to be Mexican, and it's never been cooler to be from the West Coast. Like we're finally having our chance. Like the East Coast has always ran fashion, and they definitely are. I will say the fits are way crazier over there.
I feel like I feel like they get to do more like seasonally. Like I mean, they get to layer different. Like that's one thing. Like I didn't grow up learning how to layer my clothes because one thing, like how the desert is. Like growing up, it was way hotter back home, so it's like I wasn't
need all that.
Needed layers exactly.
Yeah, I just think there's just such a shift in like the culture where even like. A lot of my New York friends want to come out here to come get work because, like, for whatever reason, fashion's coming over here or just commercial work is coming over here. And, I really think it's LA's time. Well, just not LA, but just like the West Coast as a whole, to really come up and show what we can do for the culture as well as for, yourself and work and stuff, That's why I always tell people never to get jealous or envious of like their homies getting booked over them because when it's your time you can also do that, but also it's like for as a collective I think just the West Coast needs to just get tighter knit and just keep doing things. I don't see a lot of people doing it how we're doing it over here. And it's not just me. I don't mean to sound narcissistic or anything.
No,
but it's a lot of like people over here that are really like showing out. You've had a couple on the podcast.
But honestly, a lot of homies that I do know that are doing a lot in fashion are not to call them transplants, but are like they're not
from here.
Yeah, they're doing like great things in LA, but it's like you said, like a lot of people are from the East Coast or Midwest or
trying to come out here.
And I don't see anything wrong with that. I just mostly think that like the culture that we've built here, just to be Latino, like it's just such a blessing and people over there gravitate, and they have a lot of Latinos too. Don't get me wrong. It's just mostly just what we have going over here right now. It's like Paisa boys, born and raised.
Oh yeah,
like,
it's
all
different.
The like Bella Doña. All the homies are doing things.
The Latino culture is just different because it's more like Mexicano over here as opposed to like Puerto Rican and Dominican in New York that. So there's a big, I think, cultural difference in that. But I mean, I love it, and you're completely right. It's a big moment, I think, for Latino culture and all of that, especially like within music that we've been seeing in the last few years. I don't speak Spanish. I'm Native American, as everyone knows. And like the way I have fallen in love with like Spanish music in the last few years. And like, you know, I've grown up around, like I'm from the IE. I've been around, you know, Mexicans my whole life. A lot of my friends, a lot of different cultures and different diversities and shit like that, especially like in LA, you get a lot of it. But I've been like, I feel like I've been so blessed in the last few years getting close with like Natalia and all of them, and like even some of my other homies who are all Mexican, and like getting to experience those cultures in that way have been so amazing. Like I love it so much, and you're completely right. It's such a great time to be like Mexican in LA and all of that.
Yeah, no, it's dope. And you know, I just think it's like a resurgence of just like culture, you know, it's gonna go
Everything
back
has
over
its
there.
time,
It's gonna go back over there too. I definitely don't want anybody to get me wrong and think I'm like talking shit about the East Coast, because I'll be over there, you know, like it's like that's where work comes to. It's just mostly, you know, I just think we definitely are having our moment right now, you know, and it's just dope to see, you know, because it wasn't always cool to be Mexican, and you know, like I think
Nat's talked about that before.
Yeah, I've had conversations with my homies that run these brands and stuff before. You know, my boy Gabe that works over at Paisa Boys. We had this conversation once after the runs that we do, and we were just talking about how important it is to just not just be there for yourself, but as a culture, because that's what's gonna move us all into like this new path of just, you know, art and stuff. You know, because I don't know. It just hasn't always been acceptable to be Latino, you know? Yeah. And it's just, some would call it ghetto, you know, back in the day. Or even me, you know, I remember, like, not really wanting to listen to, like, Mexican music. When my mom would play it, I'm like, dude, turn this off. Like, put some, like, I don't know, 50 Cent or something, you know? But like now that is what we listen to, you know. Even like all the songs, like all the stuff that we listen to, Scam and Jam, you know. That's like a lot of Latino people would like play Debbie Deb and you know all that stuff,
oldies,
you know,
all the good shit. Hell yeah,
all the oldies. So it's just sick, you know. I mean, you see it like all the time now. You know, there's always like a lowrider in front of a picture.
Fuck yeah.
What brand? Someone just did a runway in front of a bunch of lowriders. I was watching that this morning, and I was like, shit. No way. I'll send it to you guys so you guys can put it up. But yeah, someone just did a runway with a bunch of like lowriders in the front, and I'm just like, dude, that's like low key Elysian Park right there, bro. You know,
it's crazy to see like these higher fashion brands dipping into cultures in that sense, because it's like high fashion.
It's usually been like a
like
they're up here.
It's never, but it's like, you know, seeing it go like intermix with streetwear, like Louis
now
Vuitton
it's like everything's on like the same playing field.
Even seeing like Pharrell when he did his show last year, at the end of last year, I think it was the beginning of this year, with all the Native Americans. And he had all of that stuff in there, and it was like insane to see that on the Louis Vuitton runway. Like,
one of my boys walked that, and I remember just like he was the only guy from LA, like, you know, like, and I was just like, damn, bro. Like, you really did that shit, bro. Like, I woke up early that day to walk. Like,
I was like completely captivated.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful to see. I was just like, damn. They had like Miley Cyrus playing in the back and stuff. I'm just like, damn, this is crazy, bro. Like, it's probably one of the best things that came out of them in a long time. You know, it's like, it's kind of wild.
It is, and I'm really curious to see like where like fashion continues to grow in that sense. Because I feel like for years, I mean, it's without to say that they were stealing from cultures. Underneath and like taking things and
Dapper Dan, you know, it's like
exactly. So that whole thing is crazy with Dapper Dan, like just him creating all of those looks like a long time ago, and like at the time, you know, like you said, people would call it ghetto or call it this, and like now these major fashion brands are recreating those same things that were created a long time ago.
Yeah.
But anyways,
well, I wanted to. So it says here that you were trying to get back into the sneaker game.
Oh yeah, we're having. I was faded one time at the party that we go to, and I was like, because you know, like I watch a lot of like the stuff that you post. Like you're low key the one that kind of just got me to like see that stuff again, but I don't know. I feel like the sneaker game kind of died down for a little, and it's sick that you guys are just like still doing it throughout like the hard times. Because I really do think, you know, what kind of got me into shoes was like Kanye wearing like Jordans with like leather pants, leather skinny
I think
pants.
those were threes.
Was it the black?
I think it was the black.
He was wearing a bunch of shit. Like at the time, he was wearing like Flyknit. He was wearing like Flyknit
early 2010s.
Like that's when Hood by Air. That's what kind of got me into clothes too, because he was wearing like Hood by Air, like that guy Shane Oliver that I was telling you guys about, he is one of the designers that started that brand. I'll show you some like pictures.
Yeah,
he's getting out of like his Ferrari and like he's wearing like Flyknit racers or whatever shoe he was wearing. Yeah, with like leather pants, and he was just wearing like a shirt that just said HBA, and it's like it was like that was a cool thing. Like Virgil with Pyrex.
Pyrex. Yes, that was a moment.
That heavy screen printing like era, you know. And I don't know. I just think shoes are coming back into that moment. You know, even me, like I care about what's coming out. I watch it through y'all, but I'm not over here like trying to get them on sneakers.
There was a time though where it felt like every single person was up. Like out here on the West Coast, 7 a.m. trying to get sneakers, trying to get a drop, and it was just like gone. In 2 seconds.
Yeah, and it's kind of died down. It
definitely
I feel like unless it's like a Travis Scott or something, then people aren't really collecting. But I don't know. I just think it's gonna come back very, very soon. I don't know if y'all feel the same way, but
I'm hoping.
I think it is. I think. One, because we have a new CEO at Nike, but I know that won't happen for a few years. But but there's just been a lot of saturation in the market right now, which we've talked about a lot. So it's honestly right now the best time to buy shoes retail. If you just like the shoe, like just buy it now. Like tonight, right now is the perfect time because I think we're getting out of that resale. Era that we were kind of in. So now it's like and the pandemic didn't make that any better. But now that we're coming off of that, I think now it is gonna chill out for a little bit, and then it's gonna go back up.
Yeah, everything has its era, It's like even with like Jordans, and then there was like Yeezys and like
and then Adidas,
and then
now it's like the Sauconys, the New Balances, the Asics. It's definitely
it's coming back around. So I really think it's gonna have its moment again, and that's why I was like having that conversation with her like at the party that one time, because I was just like, I don't know, I feel like you guys like kind of instill the love into like people that don't even necessarily like just like they care about it, but it's just like I'm not gonna really like check it out. I remember for a while I think you guys posted it or something. It might have been on the podcast, the Air Max 1 chlorophylls or whatever. It's that brand Pata or Pata or however you say it. But I remember I was like doing research, and for whatever reason, like for like a week, I had those on my Explore page. Like every picture was that shoe, and I was just like, damn, bro.
Shoe. Yeah,
it was a good shoe. They recently released them, right?
Yeah, the 20th anniversary of the first drop.
And that shoe did great. I think it did sell out.
I think so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's reselling right now for a good amount too, like $400-500.
Okay, well, good to know, because like not too many shoes have been able to like resell at like a high market value,
especially a shoe that came out like before.
Something like been retroed again. So very interesting to see. But I know it's like it's different because like you said, you are part of like the younger generation, and like sneakers for a lot of you guys, because you are Gen Z, right?
I don't even know what. There's a generation name for everything. 8.
Oh, I'd be on that cusp because my little brother's 99.
Oh, maybe we're the same one.
But maybe, do you have brothers and sisters?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have a sister, but
are they older?
She's from 92.
Okay,
and my brother's 92 too. So I think that my little brother could pass for like not more of a millennial, but because he grew up with me and my brother who are millennials, like so he's gotten it from us. He doesn't act like a Gen Zer.
It's not a Gen Zer.
So I guess it really just depends on how you grew up and stuff too.
But because I feel like, what year did you graduate?
2016.
Oh yeah, see. So I feel like, but looking at that now, because like I was a full blown adult at that time.
How old are you?
I'm about to be 30 at the end of this month.
Damn, you look younger, bro. I thought you were younger. I thought you were younger than me, bro.
She was like got baby face.
Thank you. I'm the youngest of our group too. So
I think Henny's like a few months older than me, and then me, and then Janelle.
But like our whole like group too.
Yeah, our group chat. Like we have some people in there that are in their 40s.
Matt.
That's crazy, bro.
I love you, Pops. I hope you're having a good time in Japan.
Like 40s, a lot of 30s.
I'm
a few 20s,
and then like just me,
just Janelle. I'm
holding it down for the
next
like few
even
weeks.
Alyssa, though she's young. She's like 28, I think. Yeah, she's not.
Man.
But she's like, I think like same thing with her. She's grown up around like a
her
lot
older,
of been around a lot of older people her whole life. So like she don't give off that vibe.
Well, before we get out of here, because I know you have somewhere to be too. Do you
Yeah.
have any advice?
Yeah, for
the
people who
folks
wanna
out
get into
here,
it.
who want to get into modeling
Or starting off.
Yeah.
Well, that's like actually like the most question I get, like the most asked question that I get. I like I said earlier, like don't sign at first unless it's just, you know, some people are naturally gifted, you know. I've had friends that signed like straight off the rip and they're going crazy, you know. There's shout out the Williams twins. There's these two twins that I met them at a shoot, and this was like I'd already been modeling and stuff, and they're killing it right now. They're going crazy on reels and stuff. Those twins, I remember that they told me one time, they were like, damn, bro, you were like low-key the first one to tell us not to sign and stuff. Like, you know, and like I don't mean sign like don't ever sign, but just sign when it's good
Don't
for
put all
you.
your eggs in one basket right away.
Because there's a lot of agencies that like just want to take advantage of people, or they won't do anything for you, and they'll just like shelf you. It happens all the time.
Oh yeah,
it happens
And then you're
all the
stuck in
time.
a contract, I'm sure.
And you're stuck in a contract, you know. That's why even for me in my contract now, you know, I can still do whatever I want. I've always liked the freedom to do whatever it is that I want to do, regardless. You know, if it's like a higher paid shoot or like something really like, you know, that's gonna be on like billboards, it's like a big campaign, you know, then I'll have them work on it, you know. But yeah, for the most part, I'd say don't sign too early. Post your face as much as you can. Like, I mean, you know, it's like us, you guys probably post all day, you know. It's just, you know, people notice when you're not posting.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, like post yourself as much as you can, you know, try to go viral in very like authentic ways, you know,
non-corny,
organically, you know, organically. Most of the times when I've done anything, you know, it's been just through, you know, like even like the tattoo, that thing went crazy, and it was just something I already wanted to do, you know.
So did it hurt?
No, not really.
Can you talk about the New York Times?
Yeah.
Can you talk about that a little bit too before we?
Does this zoom in or something?
Yeah, I'll zoom into
it.
I'm like, I don't know which camera.
She'll get it from that one.
Yeah. So I got this tattoo. My boy John Bucko over there in Moreno Valley. Yeah, I wanted the tattoo already, so, you know, I just had to get a tribute. I actually saw it one time. I was at a Dodger game. I've been to so many Dodger games. I don't even remember when. It might have been like 2022.
He lives right by Dodger Stadium.
I live 4 houses away from the stadium. So, yeah, no, I moved there for that reason, because I just wanted to, you know, we get free tickets all the time too and stuff, so it's sick. But yeah, I wanted the tattoo for a while already, so I was, you know, and I like, the thing is, this is not good for modeling, because
I was thinking about that.
Anything trademarked.
I have a bunch of fandom tattoos on my leg, and like I shot with one of my favorite brands, and they actually had to like Photoshop all of my tattoos off because of like the licensing.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. So even for me, like, you know, this is something I can get covered up at any time, because it's just like it's my hair. Just grow my hair out, you know. So I wanted it to be somewhere, but you know, that's like it is pretty extreme. I'm not gonna lie, you know, like it's like
after the fact, it's pretty extreme.
You know, no, but like
it's cool as hell though.
No, yeah, but you know, it was just something cool to get, and you know, me and my dad shot for New York Times.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Your dad got one too?
Yeah, my dad. No, my dad just shot with me. He's just like we just did. Yeah, we just did something. Cool. We just did something together. But yeah, we got to go up to the stadium show. We even like were showing them around. You know, like, oh, this is where we go in. This is like, you know, our pregame spot. This is where we like, you know, I showed them about the Begadonia when they dropped like the top of the stadium store. That's open all year. You know,
yeah,
so,
top of the park.
Top of the park store. It's open all year. So yeah, it was cool to be able to show them, and they're, you know, like not from here or whatnot, you know, so we got to show them around. And
so
did
they do like a whole article on
it was an article about the Yankees versus the Dodgers, about how, like, you know, it's literally called like Money, Glamour. I could send you guys a link or something. It's called like Money, Glamour, and something, and they just literally had my head right there, like at the front page.
That's fine.
You know?
Hell yeah, that's so
and
cool.
and that's what I'm saying, you know. It's like that was something I got through just a friend that referred me over to them, you know. And you know, you don't really gotta be signed for that type of stuff, you know. And my agent didn't have to be,
present.
So
like in the
From what I'm getting conclusively, Ginger stays outside. Networking.
You gotta be outside.
Like, because even though, like, you are having fun and you are partying, like, ultimately you're making those connections. And, like, I think being in those spaces and, like you said, showing your face and being relevant, like, it's very important.
Yeah, and to me, I like to use the word like relationships because even like y'all, you know, like I'm sure we're gonna like see each other, like even us, you know, we've known each other for a long time, but it's just, you know, it takes like a moment to really like, you know, sit down, you know, to really just get like to know people, and that to me, like anybody can make a connection, but to build a relationship is for you to hit people up and, hey, bro, how are you doing mentally? Yo, how are you doing today? Like, you know, I was just
like he
thinking
kept
about
checking
you,
on me when I was sick. He's like, we missed you on the gram. I was like, I got the flu.
I know. I'm like, where'd she go, bro?
Like that just takes you like a long way with people.
It does.
Yeah, you know, and it's just because you know, it's like I'm not.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm not around these spaces just to like meet people. You know, I'm around these things to genuinely like get to know people. You know, sometimes, and you know, it just builds to something else. You know, all my photographer homies, like I'm like one of the first people that they submit when they think of like, oh, like, you know, I've gotten most of my shoots are because of them, because I got people looking out for me, you know, and that to me means a lot, you know, of how I carry myself off to people, because I never want to be someone that's unlikable, or, you know, I try to make myself useful to people. There's this like misconception in LA, like, you know, it's like it's really the transplant. I get what you mean, it's really the transplant stuff, you know, but like not everybody's out here to use you, but people want something to gain out of a relationship, you know. People want to know that you're doing something cool. They don't want to be on the same shit that they were on back at home, you know, like smoking, drinking, you know, like all day and stuff, you know, like just not doing anything. They want to be out with someone that's gonna like show them things, show them things, and be out with cool people, and, you know, show them good experiences and stuff. And I think that's how you use people positively, you know, and it's just, you know, it's just like you give me something and I give you something, but it doesn't have to be transactional. It could be just genuine, you know, just like a homie, you know. It's like, oh, you know, you want to go to this party or whatever, I got 2 people on the list. If you want, like, I'll bring you on my list, you know. It's like Scavenge, you know. It's like that party with the homegirls, we like bring all our people, and as a result we just make a bigger community out of like the stuff otherwise we probably would not have met, you know, like,
literally. Honestly, I probably wouldn't. I would just been like seeing him in the group, like, there goes that
dude, that guy that just walks around, and you know, it's just really making relationships with people, and, you know, just being outside, you know, helps a lot too. That's really how I've gotten most of the things, you know. There's sometimes where, you know, we spoke earlier about not wanting to be outside. You gotta force yourself, you know. There's a lot of people that block their blessings, but, you know, and I get it, some people do have social anxiety, and, you know, but I mean, it just really has to be how bad you want it, you know. If you want it that bad, then you'll go out no matter what, you know. It's like, it's crazy. Just if you want it that bad, then you do it. You know, that's just
like breaking into the Sadie Hawkins.
Yeah, like breaking into Sadie Hawkins, and you know, like luckily, you know, I by going out or by shooting with them, you know, it's like I've gotten to meet those people and genuinely have had to have a conversation with them, you know, and and it's cool, you know. It's not weird or anything. It's just good people with good times, you know. That's all.
You meet a lot of good people along the way. I mean, even on our own journey, and like being out at spaces like we said at the Sally event, meeting people there like I haven't met before, and just they're so inspirational, and I think like kind of all in the not the same path but similar paths, and like carrying each other there in a way. So I love that.
It's all about
and I loved having
fun.
You on too. This
thank you.
He told you he's really cool. We have to get Ginger on. Like, we just won the World Series. We gotta get him on.
Gotta get
I appreciate you guys. I haven't done one of these. Like, I think when I started like modeling and stuff, like 2018 or something, I did one with the guy over there in the desert, and a lot of people saw it. I don't know how, but a lot of people saw it. Like, and one of my really good friends to this day found me on that. You know, so. Yeah, you know, I just think it's important to be on every realm. You know, that goes back to the advice thing, you know, just put yourself as much as you can anywhere on the internet. You know, someone will see it. Someone will see it. Build relationships and, you know, be cool. Don't be a lame.
Don't be a lame.
Well, go ahead and drop your at. Where can people find you?
At Gingerboy Q, just like that.
Ginger boy Q instead of schoolboy.
Nice.
I love that.
Well, thank you
that's how I got the name.
Yeah.
That's how I got the name because like it was just like a nickname in high school, and people were like, "Oh, schoolboy Q, ginger boy Q."
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Well, thank you again for coming
on. Thank you so much.
This was a great
It's
conversation.
been fun.
Like, it's time.
Yes.
I need the presidential handshake right now.
It's like,
I'm like nothing but respect for my founding father.
he's so funny.
I'm
The dog
done.
loved you. He was loving
I
Coco.
know. I was petting this guy the whole time.
He
This is gonna be crazy when it comes out.
Yeah. Like I'm telling you, once he lays down next to you, it's a wrap. Like.
All right. Well, as always, you guys, don't forget to follow us on all of our social media platforms. YouTube, Sneaky Link Podcast, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, Sneaky Link Pod, and on Instagram, Link Pod. And don't forget to check out our website. We still have a couple more teas left, so make sure you go purchase one. And we'll be at ComplexCon next week, so look for us.
Come say hi, come grab a sticker, take a picture, all that.
All right, see you guys next week. Bye.